Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf here. I'm gonna talk about this right quick. There was people on social media talking about Tiffany Haddish getting a deal on Netflix that Monique didn't get. But it was what Monique was looking for. It's reported that Tiffany Haddish got $300,000 more than Monique did for her deal. And Tiffany Haddish didn't really talk about it. That is scratching the surface of what people criticize Tiffany Haddish about. But I'll get to that in a second. They have criticized her about taking the deal that she took. But personally, I don't think anybody has the right to criticize her about that. To be honest, I think that's her prerogative. That's her choice. And this is her life. If she feels that she's happy about the deal she got, that's fine. But you don't sit there and call her names because she took the deal. How about she should have waited for the deal? Just like Monique did. But look who's going on Breakfast Club and all these other radio shows trying to defend the deal that she didn't get. And why she didn't take the deal that she did get. And then complain about Netflix. You got Showtime, you got Hulu, you got Cinemax, you got HBO, you got all these other places, streaming and cable outlets, and even the TV network, the television network's probably going to look at it anyway because she's difficult. Let's be real. She slandered Black Hollywood all over the place, But yet, y'all try to talk about Tiffany Haddish. Y'all need to shut the fuck up with that bullshit for real. And Monique's claim about the most decorated comedian out there. That's just an excuse to cover up the fact that she's going by stuff she used to do. That's all facts. And they said, she was in this movie that made a certain amount of money, blah, 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 about 2 years ago. All right? Versus Tiffany Haddish. Well, Tiffany Haddish has been on television shows. She was in a television show. The Carmichaels. It was a hit. Now, why they never brought it back was another story. It was on like a few years. It was a very, very good show. She was very funny in it, by the way. Been in movies and stuff like that. And been doing several comedy tours recently. See, it's not about what you did then. It's about what you do now. It's about what you know now. It's about what you got to bring to the table now. That's what Netflix based it on. And virtually every comedian that I know of that they actually hired to do specials have been about the business of being hot. Not then, but now. There was also a rumor that they canceled Monique's play. Now, I don't know if they canceled the entire play, but I heard that it was canceled. Now, when I say the entire play, I don't know if they canceled in certain cities or they just canceled or shut down the whole play altogether. One of the things I noticed that Monique, since she's been on this tour, regarding talking about all these different entities to do with her not getting to deal with Netflix, she never mentioned the play. The play is Barbershop the Musical. that they have been talking about locally, and I've been seeing on ads on social media. She has never talked about that play. She's supposed to be headlining the play. Never talk. How you gonna be a headliner in a major play, and you going to talk about Netflix, and you never talked about the play once? Never even brought it up. She was on The View about over a week ago. Never talked about the play ever. Matter of fact, her husband never even brought it up. So, what's this bullshit about? Oh, she's the most decorated comedian, blah blah blah, and they're supposed to got all this stuff going on, and don't talk about the one thing she's supposedly currently doing because she has nothing going on. She don't. She knows that. She was on Sway show about a little over a month and a half ago. Quoted as saying when a guy asked her, a white guy asked her, a white guy asked her directly, if you're not getting the deal that you want from Netflix, how come you even look at the other places like Hulu or other streaming services or HBO or Showtime or something like that? She was quoted as saying, because what else is there? And you know what she meant, what else is there? As far as I'm concerned, she specifically means that there is no other deal. Netflix was the only ones willing to pay her what she thought they were going to pay her because she see everybody else is getting the kind of money that no one else may or may not be offering. And she feels entitled. Yet she doesn't bring any current comedy skills that she's supposed to have or supposed to always had. But she's basing it off of stuff she used to do. They don't pay you stuff off of what you used to do. Not in entertainment, they pay you or whether you're hot or not. That's exactly what they base it on. They don't base it on anything else but that. This is a known fact. Do you honestly think that the bill, well, not the bill, I'll take that back. Let me bring up a good example. Is the Jacksons, okay, at one time, was the highest act on the planet. Jackson 5, right? You really think they're going to hire him just for doing old stuff? No, they're not. You think they're going to get paid the same thing? No, they wouldn't. In comedy, you don't get paid for jokes you told 100 years ago. You get paid for what you're currently doing now. That's the reason why she's not doing comedy. Y'all don't understand that. You know? She hasn't told any jokes the whole time she's been doing these radio shows. She ain't told no jokes. She ain't talked about the current place she's supposedly in. She ain't talked about it at all. She ain't talked about any new projects she was currently working on. Ain't talked about one. Not a one. That's because she's not doing anything. And it proves a point that, yeah, she got blacklisted in Hollywood, but the problem was her mouth got her there. Run out the mouth instead of just doing the work that she is talented for doing. Or maybe she lost the edge. Now, getting back to the thing about Tiffany Haddish, I'm going to get to this right quick and I'm going to go. Because I'm going to do a big podcast tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Lil B wants to get in on this. He wants to get a piece of this. So, and I'm going to let him have it. And I don't mean let him have it. Well, you'll see. But anyway, or you'll check it out. You'll hear it. But anyway, I'm getting to Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish was at the Academy Awards on Sunday. And I think she might have been in the middle of an interview. And out popped Meryl Streep. She was walking down the red carpet, and Tiffany Haddish was having to see her, and ran over to her, gave her a hug. She was happy to see her, and then she later on stage, I think she was a presenter, and she said, "There's my Hollywood mom, Meryl Streep," and you know, of course, like social media. They went ablaze about this, calling all kinds of stuff. And yet, Monique is throwing major black Hollywood moguls, Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, uh, Steve Harvey, to a lesser degree, and I keep forgetting that guy's name. Will Packer, yeah. Throwing him right under the bus. Amy Schumer, or Amy Schumer rather, who Monique uh, uh, was talking about, who's getting more money than her, didn't directly throw Amy Schumer under the bus. That's a known fact. She really didn't. She just complained she wasn't getting as much money as Amy Schumer for Netflix. She was never offered that kind of money. But even though Amy Schumer's not funny, and I told this one stupid dude on his other podcast, I said, look, Amy Schumer probably has better management. So this stupid ass Negro talking about, well, Amy Schumer's white food. No shit, motherfucker. But there's a lot of other white women that don't get that kind of money either. I'm very sure of that. Okay? And I know of some white female comedians who are a lot funnier than Amy Schumer don't get that kind of money. That's a known fact. They don't. But you're not talking about that. Bottom line is, Monique has bad management. Tiffany Haddish does do some hood comedy just like Monique does. And she's pretty funny. But she's hot right now. Let's be real. Bottom line, unless Monique just get off the comedy tour. I mean, take that back. Unless Monique gets off this Poe Me tour on this radio circuit and start redeveloping herself, maybe she can get back where she want to be. You know, I'll be honest with you. I don't think she got anything going on anyway. To be truthful, and the only reason I say that, because how the hell you gonna go on these radio shows and talk about this deal that you didn't get? Talking about I'm fighting for this, that, and the other. You ain't fighting for shit. You didn't even fight for the people who. You didn't even fight for your own city. In 2015, I'm not even from Baltimore, and I did a whole 90 minutes about that on YouTube the week it happened, and it got 500 views on it. Okay, what happened to you? I didn't see one video you ever did about it. Not one. And Prince, God rest his soul, Prince went out there and did a whole concert, a series of concerts out there, and raised money for the city. What'd you do? Not a damn thing. No one even heard from you during that time. I didn't hear anything from you. I'm not saying that you didn't do anything. I didn't hear anything from you publicly. So what does that tell you? You know, here's my thing. Tiffany Haddish is living in the moment. All right? I think that's what it all comes down to. Of course, Negroes are all in their feelings because they feel, well, Monique didn't get what she wanted. Why? I'm sick of that mess. I need to fucking grow. Some of y'all really need to grow. Seriously, need to grow up. Tiffany Haddish is new it girl as far as comedy. She's on fire. She's having the time of her life. Let her enjoy it. Now, from my understanding, man, she came up, she came up rough too. Out in L.A. So I'm not gonna even bash her like that. I mean, let her enjoy her moment. And like somebody said, or another YouTuber said, let her do her. No, they feel Monique is old, this and that. She's like the old, Gasaba queen of comedy. Fuck all that bullshit, for real. Bottom line is, Monique had her day in the sun. Let Tiffany have hers. She's enjoying the moment. And so what she went to hug Meryl Streep. Y'all make it's like we making it more about a black and white issue at this point than anybody else are. Just because she went to go hug. So fucking what? You know, that's her prerogative. You know? I mean, at first I looked at it and said, you know, okay. That's somebody she looked up to, you know. So what? You know? Black people, I'll tell you, you know, our priorities are so fucked up. You know, the things we ought to be talking about, we don't talk about. The things we shouldn't be worried about, we do talk about all the time. You know. Bottom line is, one is out here, relevant. The other one, and they know for themselves, they're not. That's the reason your girl's doing all these radio shows, because she has nothing going on. Nobody wants to talk to her in Hollywood. The reason why nobody wants to talk to her in Hollywood, she's not relevant and she's difficult to work with. Drop the motherfucking mic. That's real. And y'all know that. But you won't accept it. This is DJ Wolf.